Among the many factories in Great Britain which for over 100 years have specialized in engineering, those making locomotives are of outstanding importance. The engineers who work in the factories have spent a lifetime on the design and construction of railway engines destined for use in many lands, and their skill has accumulated from generation to generation.
Out of all the coal that is mined each year, the LMS alone uses 5.5 million tons. It is the railwayman's duty to see that every shovelful of that coal is turned into steam. One man in particular can do it, the fireman. He can do it only by methodical firing, controlled firing as it is called. Controlled firing enables a fireman to control his fire to cut out waste and ensure a good head of steam. By no means a new thing, it is the old fireman's motto, little and often, plus how little and how often. All the time the regulator is open, coal will be wanted on the firebed. The first thing to find out is if coal is needed, and if it is, where it is needed. If not already known, this is easily found out. The amount of coal needed by a Class 5 varies between 4 and 6 shovelsful, spread where they are needed.
This is a diesel train. There are several different makes now in use, and some of them differ in details and in performance, for we are learning from experience and still developing them. However, they are all, generally speaking, very much like each other.
In 1955, the British Transport Commission announced a 15-year plan for the modernization of British railways. Vast and imaginative in scope, it heralded a new era of travel for Britain and presented an exciting challenge to British railways and the locomotive manufacturers. A feature of the plan is electrification of certain main and suburban lines using high-voltage AC power. For example, trunk routes between Liverpool, Manchester and London and the North East and London will take power from the countrywide national grid system, passing it to the locomotive through an overhead contact wire supported by the lightweight structures which the high-voltage system permits. Another feature is the introduction of diesel traction on the remaining routes. Of the 2,500 diesel locomotives called for, many are already in service. Different types for different purposes.
Always remember to have proper regard to the correct methods of engine disposal. It makes for efficiency. Correct methods are as easy to carry out as are wrong methods. The fireman rightly walks into the shed in front of his engine to see that the road is clear. Be careful to observe the correct routine when leaving an engine. The stopcocks and regulator should be closed. The cylinder cocks left open. See that the boiler is well filled up. Leave the reversing gear in mid-gear, and of course the handbrake hard on. Then you know your engine is safe.
From very early on, British steam locomotive pioneers sent many countries their first iron horses, helping to link far distant peoples and to develop the arteries of trade. The tradition is carried on today in the export of British diesel, electric and steam locomotives to all parts of the world.